Well, hello there, people. Welcome back to my channel, and finally I'm able to do a little follow-up video to the saga of the Bluesmoke and Overrun condition that I've been having on my lovely Moonstone Blue Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. And the short version of this long story is that the Bluesmoke and Overrun is fixed. There's no more blue smoke, people, and it even smells different. It didn't actually reek of burnt oil before, but you could definitely smell that there was something going on inside the combustion chamber that shouldn't be going on. So the blue smoke not being there anymore and it's smelling different is a nice little indication of this being a fix. So that is mainly what I wanted to talk about in this video. So here the other day I was able to take the car out for a spin since I haven't driven the car since I did the replacement of the Valvestem seals, which I found to be the most likely culprit. I did two previous videos. The first one was the inspection video, in a way, where I showed you when I was using my or not my, but my workshop's inspection camera, going through the holes in the inlet manifold here to have a peek at the backside of the inlet valves, and I found oil residue on the valve head on the backside, which was a clear indication that there was oil coming either through the valve stem seals or through the valve guides, in a way. And the previous video obviously was the replacement of the valve stem seals and just talking about it like roughly. So since then, I have been able to take the car out. You know, this time of year, they do salt the roads here where I live. So I had to make sure that there was no salt on the roads. It's luckily it's been raining for like friggin' weeks and months. So in some way there wasn't any salt on the roads in that sense. But anyways, I had to make sure as I really don't want to take my car out in the wintertime. But I was so eager to find out if my repair did any wonders, and it sure did. Obviously, I also put in new spark plugs, the third or fourth set since I rebuilt the engine here. This set of spark plugs have about 1.5 hours of runtime on them. So here the other day I ran the car for basically 1.5 hours. Pretty hefty driving to be me, at least. I wasn't exactly thrashing the car, but I definitely was pushing it. So it isn't maybe the best example, because the spark plugs that I was gonna show you before we talk about these, they have about 500 kilometers on them, and these have like 1.5 hours. So let me show you the other plugs before we go ahead with these. So here you have the second or third set, I can't remember, but anyways, this is the previous set that I had in the car before doing the valve stem seal replacement. And you can see that there's quite a lot of difference in the color on the center electrode between these spark plugs, which were a clear indication of something going on inside the engine that shouldn't be going on. And one of my theories was initially that when I saw this pattern of the center electrode being black on the one side and a bit clearer on the other side, was that the inlet valves were letting oil into the combustion chamber going onto the center electrode there, but on the other side you would have the exhaust valves, which weren't letting basically any oil in because the vacuum is on the inlet side and not the exhaust side. So it was a clear indication that I was on the right track, in a way. So see, when I now did that inspection through the injector holes, and I could see oil in the back of, or on the back of the valve stem, or on the valve stem and valve head, it was making sense to me. So let us go back to the car and have a look at the fresh spark plugs. So here people, here you have the spark plugs that I put in after the Valvestem seal replacement, and you can see that they look fantastic compared to the ones that I just showed you. They don't look to me like all perfect. I do think that these two here seem to be running a bit lean in a way, but it isn't that important in a way. The most important telltale sign was that they are even in color. There's no difference between the cylinders, which is what I was looking for when taking out the spark plugs. So I still have a lot of investigation and follow-up work to do, and I won't let these out of my sight. I will pay attention to what is happening in the combustion chamber from now on. It is a rebuilt engine and stuff has been going on with it, so I just have to do it, and it's all about longevity. I want this engine to last a long time and just work as it's supposed to, like all the other stuff that's going on here when it comes to electrics and so basically, this is all I had to show you, people. It is a fix. It smells a lot better. It doesn't have any blue smoke. And also, unfortunately, I do not have the inspection camera available here. But even on the top of the pistons, I can now see a huge difference. Before they were somewhat wet on top, like of oil residue. Now they're basically completely dry, at least 80% dry. So it is a definite fix, people. I'm not going to drag it out. If you do have any questions, please put them down below. If you do wonder about what I did in my previous videos, go back and have a look at the videos. You are welcome to do so. So thank you very much for watching, and see you guys in my future videos. Bye, bye, bye. See ya.